It is a beautiful day in Bluefield, Virginia, and the perfect setting here at Bowen Field for the conference home opener for the Bluefield College Rams as they host the Union Bulldogs here on the Rams Digital Sports Network. Well, everybody, Bailey Engel here. Glad to have you with us for another season of Bluefield College baseball as the Rams have gotten off to one heck of a start here in the 2019 season. Bluefield coming off of a series win just a few days ago and now looking for more wins against Union College, a team that beat the number 2 team in the country in Tennessee Wesleyan 2 games out of 3, but the Rams looking for their 13th win of the season and also trying to add on to that 4-2 conference record. Stephen Estep on the mound for Bluefield, facing off against the center fielder and Shoop for the Union College Bulldogs. Bulldogs batting in the black jerseys and the orange numbers on the back. Estep looking into the glove, just about ready to start. The lefty deals first pitch, showing bunt, goes a bit outside, and we are underway. Count at 1-0. The start time of this one, 2:04 Eastern Standard Time. And around 60 degrees and slightly windy here at historic Bowen Field. Now the 1-0, showing bunt again. Shoop pulls back, and it's called a strike to even up the count at 1-1. So it'll be Shoop to lead it off for Union College. St. Shoop, the senior from Williamsport, Maryland, and the transfer from Hagerstown Community College, takes that next pitch outside, and it's called a ball. So Shoop getting the start at center field and digging in on the right side, facing the lefty and Estep. Kick and the pitch. Number 47 pounds it on the outside corner for strike 2 to even up the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Folks can't ask for a better day here in Bluefield, Virginia. It was rainy all of last night, a little bit of rain today, but now the clouds have really cleared up and the blue skies are visible. 2-2. Outside just by a hair, and it's ball 3, a full count to Shoop. So Joe Gaines on deck, trying to come up to the plate with Shoop possibly on base. 3 balls, 2 strikes in the opening batter, and the payoff. Fouled back. Cardona in as the catcher today for Bluefield. Over at third base, it's Millett. Playing shortstop is Pena for Bluefield. At second base, Torres. And at first completing the infield is Bernard. And that pitch getting in on the inside corner for a backwards K. And a great way to start out today for Estep with a backwards K strikeout. 1 away here in the top of the first inning. So with 1 gone and nobody on, here comes Joe Gaines. So Gaines, the first baseman, batting left-handed against the lefty, showing bunt again, and it's a fastball high. Count it 1-0. In the outfield, it's Napoleon in left. And next pitch goes in for a strike as well to even up the count at 1-1. Holzer in right field, and the center fielder is Jordan Huntley. 1-1 pitch. Hit him. So Union gets their first base runner of the day. 1 out and a runner at first here in the conference home opener for Bluefield College. And just a few days ago for the Rams, losing against King on the road in Bristol. That one went to 11 innings. Of course, it's a doubleheader today, folks, so in this first game, it'll be a 9-inning contest. Then the next game, just 7. Estep checks the runner and pitches, as that one is grounded over to short, trying to turn 2 on to first. Yes! 6-4-3 double play. Taylor made, and now the side retired. No runs on no hits, no errors, and nobody left on. Head to the bottom of the first, and Huntley is coming to bat for Bluefield. Nico Catone on the mound for Union as the Rams step up to the plate in the bottom of the first in a tied ball game at 0-0. Jordan Huntley to lead it off for Bluefield. So far, a pretty decent year for Jordan Huntley, hitting .308, 6 home runs and 20 RBIs for the leadoff man. So the center fielder comes up to the plate with Santana on deck as the DH. First pitch from the lefty, big cut and a miss, strike one. Really sun-splashed afternoon here in Bluefield, Virginia. Union coming into this game after a pretty big series win against Tennessee Wesleyan. But Bluefield saw that and realized that maybe the Bulldogs didn't face the best aces for the Bulldogs. The Tennessee Wesleyan variety, that is. That next pitch, curveball in the dirt. Huntley swings and misses for strike two. That pitch is popped up deep left field on the run, and that is out of here. Leadoff home run for Jordan Huntley. His 7th bomb of the year, and Bluefield leads it 1-0 here in the bottom of the first inning. Wind got a drift of it, but it was enough power for the Bluefield outfielder, and the Rams off to a great start here on a Friday. So Nico Catone giving up the bomb, and the Rams scoring the first run here. Here comes Jose Santana. First pitch to the DH, and the righty watches a breaking ball low. Goes for ball one. Santana leading the team in average in 7 games played, .476. No homers, 4 RBIs. Next pitch a bit high and dropped. 2 balls, no strikes. On deck, it's Ozzie Millett. So the 2-ball, no-strike count. Rams up 1-0 with nobody on. Next pitch blazes a bit low, and now the count rises 3 balls, no strikes. So Catone, right after giving up the leadoff home run, in danger of walking the next batter here for Bluefield. Next pitch. 3-0, hits that top right corner for strike one. Batters count still. (3-1). It's high for ball 4, so the first 2 Rams able to reach. Great start for Bluefield. Ozzie Millett up to the plate. Wearing that gray jersey with the blue trim and the blue letters and numbers on the back with the white outlines. Runner at first, no outs. 1-0 Bluefield. Lefty to righty, and the pitch. Breaking ball across the plate for strike one. Millett hitting .276, does have a home run and 12 RBIs. Does have 21 hits on the year. Runner at first for the Rams is Santana as Millett takes a fastball high and away. 2 balls and 1 strike. Now they make it 1-1. Now 1 ball and 2 strikes. Another breaking ball creeping into the zone. So Catone trying to fan his first batter here with a runner at first. Rams up 1-0. Mike White looking on from third base. Here's the pitch. Popped up into right field. Calling for it, and now making the catch for Union. So after that is snagged out in right field, the Rams have their opening out. Right fielder Luke Reinert able to make the catch. Here's Lennon Napoleon for Bluefield. Tall left fielder digging in on the right side of the plate. Runner at first is Santana. First pitch. Swinging a ground ball up the middle, and it is a base hit. So Napoleon keeps the inning going with a single up the middle. That moves Santana into scoring position. 1 out, 2 men on for the Rams, and here comes Andreas Bernard. Edgardo Bernard. So Edgardo Bernard up to the plate. Digging in on the left side. Rams already up 1-0. Union trying to get out of this inning after Rams have already put 2 hits on the board after the home run from Huntley. First pitch is a breaking ball right down the middle. It's strike 1. Bernard getting the start at first base today. The red batting gloves, 0-1. Off speed and high. Ball and a strike, 2 men on. Lennon Napoleon at first, and over at second, it's Jose Santana. The offer. Ripped down the left field line, but flying foul. Up to a ball and 2 strikes. Thanks for tuning in here on the Rams Digital Sports Network. Bluefield College playing at the home of the Bluefield Blue Jays here at Bowen Field. Rookie advanced affiliate of the Toronto Blue Jays. They'll be here in June. One of the best NAIA facilities in the country. The pitch flies high, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, 1-0 Bluefield. Up by 1 after the leadoff home run. Popped up, foul territory, left side, and then we'll do it again after that one gets out of here. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Two men on. Pitch. Watched outside, hitting the corner. Strike 3 called, and it's the first strikeout for the starter in Catone. So the catcher Williams framed that up, and now there are 2 outs. Still 1-0 Bluefield with 2 men on. Bottom of the first inning. Here comes Andreas Holzer. Started in 18 games for the Rams, 2 bombs and 8 RBIs. Rams would surely want him to get another hit here in the bottom of the first inning. Swings and slices it foul, bouncing into the Union dugout on the third base side. It's strike 1. Sun beaming overhead, and we don't have that plexiglass here in the press box anymore, which at least feels nice at the moment. We're not really in a greenhouse, but hopefully no lefties are going to slice a foul ball and pinball off of our faces in here. Fastball high and away. Ball and a strike. Torres on deck, Cardona in the hole, and Pena at short, batting in the 9 hole for Bluefield. Catone, the lefty, looks at second and deals. And the dirt, ball 2, rolling away from Williams. He picks it up, and Santana stays in scoring position at second base. Napoleon at first, Santana at second. He was walked. Napoleon kept the inning going with a hit. Holzer looking for a base knock as well as the lefty kicks and steps off of the mound. Santana stays back in the bag. The offer. High and away, ball 3. And Catone is a ball away from loading up the bases here with 2 outs. 3 balls, 1 strike. Rams have 2 men on, 1 at second and 1 at first. Lefty deals 3-1, fouled back right over the backstop and near the awning here at Bowen Field. So it's 3 balls, 2 strikes, a full count with 2 outs. Union trying to get out of this first inning. Started off well for Bluefield with a home run out to left from Huntley. His 7th home run of the year. Payoff. Swing and a miss, and it is dropped with the, or rather, he got a piece of that. So Holzer's going to go back towards the home plate, and it looked like he got a clean whiff, but Williams could not haul it in, so he'll get another swing at it here. Santana at second. Rams have another runner, and Napoleon at first base. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Catone with the ball in his left hand right behind his back. Now puts it in the glove. Checks the runner. Kicks and fires. Line drive out to left field. Racing back at the warning track. And that ball pounces off of the left field wall. On to second goes Holzer, and it's a 2-run double with 2 outs to make it 3-0. Clutch AB there. And after the double, the Rams lead 3-0 already here in the bottom of the first inning. And now we're already going to see a mound visit for Union College. Bart Osborne in his 16th season as the head of the Union College Bulldogs. Rams all fired up playing here at Bowen Field. Really can't emphasize this enough, folks. A historic ballpark, and especially when those trees right behind the outfield wall get some leaves on them and it looks like we're out of this barren season of winter. It really is a sight to see here, folks. And even with the trees not having that foliage, it's still really nice. So after the 2-run double, here comes Carlos Torres. Torres up to the plate wearing number 18 on the right-handed side. Catone deals. Breaking ball, hammering into the zone for strike 1. 3-0, Rams on top. Slight wind breezing from right to left, 0-1. Torres lifts it out to right field. Reinert racing back, galloping to make the catch for out number 3. But the damage done there in the first inning. Rams up 3-0 after the 2-run double from Holzer and the home run to lead it off from Jordan Huntley. 3-0 Bluefield over Union in the Rams Digital Sports Network. The 4-5-6 due up for Union, down 3-0. First pitch from Estep to Daniel Neal is fouled straight back, and the DH is already down 0-1. Rams capitalizing on a 2-run double from Holzer in the bottom of the first inning, as well as a home run to lead it off from Jordan Huntley. 0-1 from the lefty. Fastball a bit high. One. Chopped over the glove of Estep, got a piece of it, and it leaks into center field for the first base hit for the Union Bulldogs. Good way to lead it off for the team from Kentucky here in the top of the second inning. Rams still up 3-0. Bring up the right fielder. It's Luke Reiner. Estep with the ball behind his gray jersey has to check on the runner at first. First pitch to the lefty. Chopping it foul over Cardona, and it's strike 1. So right now Union at 13-7, 3-3 in the AAC. Last game, they won 22-3 against Alice Lloyd. Oof. Breaking ball high. Count goes to 1-1. Another nice thing about NAIA, that game ended in 7 innings instead of what you see at the NCAA level or that would have had to go into 2 more innings. Well, the time is 22-3. Just let it be over. 1-1. It's breaking ball high. Ball 2, 2 balls, 1 strike, no out. The offer. Fouled straight back, hitting that cement backstop. Two-two pitch. Ground ball over to second. Gobbled up there. On to short. Pena throw to first. Another double play. 4-6-3. Second double play that the Rams have turned and have victimized Neal and Reiner. 2 gone. Here comes Holmstrom. Those have just been too easy for the Rams. Here's Holmstrom. Chopper to short, off of a tough bounce, pop to first, in time. 1-2-3 go the Bulldogs in the second inning, and the Rams lead 3-0 going to the home half of the second here at Bowen Field. Welcome back to Bluefield, everybody. Rams leading in this one. Already 3-0 going into the bottom of the second inning. Here's Joseph Cardona. First pitch to the catcher is a bouncer low from Catone. Now it's ball 1. Rams scoring on a 2-run double in the bottom of the first inning, as well as a home run from Jordan Huntley. So setting the tone early, Rams already have 3 hits. 1-0. Bit high. No velocity on that at all. 2 balls, no strikes from the lefty on the bump. Grounder into right field. Another base hit. So Cardona punches the 4th hit of the day into right field for Bluefield. Another good way to lead it off for the Rams with their 8-9-1 due up. That'll bring up Andy Pena. No home runs, 3 RBIs for him. Shortstop has been able to turn a couple of double plays for Bluefield already. Here's Pena up in the box, and the lefty throws it into the righty. A bunt, turning around. Catone throws to first. In time, but the sacrifice is intact as Cardona moves over to second base. So 3-0 still the score. 1 out and a runner at second base for Bluefield. Back to the top of the lineup with Jordan Huntley. Launched his 7th home run of the year. Up in the box again, first pitch. Huntley looks at that curveball right down the plate. So the third base coach is head coach Mike White, now over at first base a day after his 25th birthday, and former Bluefield College catcher Garrett Schilling. There's a guy that works hard for Bluefield College's program, just like Mike White, both of them. Trying to build something here in Bluefield. Another hit off of Catone from Huntley. Getting the green light around third is Cardona, and he will score. 4-0 the score. RBI single for Huntley. So Rams really having at it here in game one of this doubleheader. 4-0 the score. One out, and the first pitch to the DH, Jose Santana, taken for a strike. Counted 0-1. 5 hits already for Bluefield. We're in the bottom of the second inning. Here's the 0-1. Breaking ball high and away. Count goes to a ball and a strike. Lefty to righty, Bluefield with 5 hits already. Big lead at first for Huntley. Next pitch is a breaking ball down the plate. Brings him up for strike 2. So we have 2 games today and 1 tomorrow, so hopefully some more folks can come out for game 3 of the series on a weekend. And if it's this nice, you really have no excuse. Now a runner going. Huntley caught up in a rundown, and this might get ugly. Throw back to first, and he is toast. So now there are 2 outs. Huntley goes back into the dugout with a pair of RBIs, but getting into that rundown, he had no chance. Meanwhile, Jose Santana in a 2-strike count. Here's the 1-2 from the lefty. Out a check swing. Ball did hit him, though, and he did not try to get out of the way. So it is an out for Santana, and Bluefield goes into the third inning. They're up 4-0 here in Bluefield. Rams enjoying it over a conference rival in Union. Williams due up for Union as the Rams lead in this one 4-0. Starting out the third inning, and E-Step is still on the mound for Bluefield. First pitch by the lefty, a fastball just a bit outside, and it starts out 1-0. By the way, on E-Step, his line to start out this year, a 5.96 ERA, 1-3 at the moment, as the 1-0 is a bit high for ball 2. Has pitched in 7 games. This is his 5th start of the year. 22 2/3 coming into this one with 31 hits. 2-0. Outside, it's quickly 3-0 to the leadoff man. 26 runs, only 15 of them earned, with 11 walks and 16 strikeouts. giving up 3 home runs and 5 doubles. 3-0 crosses the knees to creep in there for strike 1. Rams have already turned a couple of double plays in the field thanks to Torres and Pena. 3-1. High chopper, right side. Rather left side as Pena swings into that throw, and it's a bit too low. Second single of the day for Union. It's Luke Williams' turn. That's Lolo Williams, catcher from Los Angeles, California, and a transfer from West LA Community College. So Lolo Williams on at first. Brings up Jacob Nelson. Left fielder steps up to the plate with a runner at first and no outs. Well, Eastep starting to miss the mark a bit here as that one goes outside for ball 1. Rams started off the game in the bottom of the first with a home run from Jordan Huntley, added another RBI and a single in the bottom of the second inning. Here we are in the third. Rams hoping for another double play. Might be one here. Pena gets it, throws to Torres, on to first. Not in time. Still the damage done, but the lead man off of the base paths now. It's a 6-4 to remove Lolo Williams, and Nelson goes to first now with 1 out for Chris Giles, the shortstop. Bailey Engel here. Glad to have you with us on the Rams Digital Sports Network. Should have all of the games for Bluefield College this year at Bowen Field right here on the Rams Digital Sports Network. First pitch to Giles on the outside corner for strike 1. No balls, 1 strike, 1 out, runner at first, 4-0 Bluefield. 0-1 a bit outside, count it 1-1. So it's 3:35 down the corners here at Bowen Field, about 400 dead center. Wind blowing out towards left field. Now used to call minor league games here. That wind can really help it get out. Now the 1-1. Outside corner, call it a strike. Ball and 2 strikes to the shortstop with 1 out. Runner at first. Coming set on the mound. Eastep checks him, the 1-2. Ground ball, or rather a flare into right field, bouncing for a base hit. Picked up by Holzer, and that just advances the runner. So Nelson on to second, Giles now at first, and back to the top of the lineup we go. Both teams searching for yet another conference win. Right now, Union at 3-3. So we're back with Shoup here. Went down looking to start off the ball game. He's 0 for 1. 4-0 the score. 3 hits now for Union, and the Rams have their corner infielders playing even with the bags. Eastep looks, ponders his next pitch with Cardona. Showing bunt. Pitch is high for ball 1. Well, the playing surface definitely looks nice. Of course, Bluefield lucky enough to have a tarp, playing on real grass here. As it's starting to warm up, the grass is green. Ball and no strikes with 1 out. Eastep kicks and delivers. Line drive over the glove of Pena and into center field. Fielded by Huntley. No throw home. He'll throw to second, tag, not in time. And Union has a run on the board thanks to an RBI single from Shoup. It's 4-1. So Nelson comes home to score. There is just 1 out, and Eastep's really in his first jam of the ball game. Bring up Joe Gaines. He was hit by a pitch in the first inning. 4-1 the score. Rams lead by 3 after jumping out to a 4-0 lead. Only in the top of the third, though. Wispy cirrus clouds overhead behind the right field foul pole. First pitch. Breaking ball and a good one. Lefty fires to the lefty, strike 1. Crossing the knees, Union in those black jerseys that say Union across the front. Very similar to what the Rams are wearing. E-step checks 0-1. And the dirt, Cardona keeps it in front. Well, folks, we are playing at a minor league ballpark, so very deep backstops here. I guess I should just say one backstop, but the trick is here in Bluefield, right before it reaches the wall, there's a slight incline of dirt. Here's the 1-1. Chopper on the left side, through the 5-6 hole for a base hit. Bases are loaded as Giles is held up at third, and now with one out, a swing of the bat could change this game. Giles to third, Shoop to second, and Gaines now on at first base with a single. Both teams now with 5 hits apiece as we go to Shoemaker here. He hit into a 6-4-3, top of the first ending double play. Bases loaded. Infield on the corners in with one out. Middle of the infield hoping for another double play. First pitch to Shoemaker, crosses the knees for strike one. Shoemaker, the third baseman today, and into his 6-4-3. Rams then turned a 4-6-3 after Reinert hit into one. Bases loaded. Tying run at first base, 4-1 the score. 0-1 is high. Evens the count up at 1-1. So E-step trying to improve on that ERA that was nearly at 6 coming into this one. Steps off, now back on with the wind blowing in his face. Ball in the glove, he's ready to pitch. Here's the 1-1. Just a bit low. Call it for ball 2. Just one out, Union putting a couple of hits on the scoreboard now. 3 straight singles. 2-1 offer. Flare down the left field line, and it will go into the parking lot for strike 2. Now 2 balls, 2 strikes. Bases loaded, 1 out. Middle of the infield really begging for that double play, but the corner infielders trying to play anything close. 2-2 pitch. Shot into left and foul. So still battling here is Shoemaker. Two balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. E-step, nods, fires. Popped up left field line again, and for Shoemaker, just a bit late on a couple of these fastballs, but staying in there. Ball goes over the bullpen for the Union Bulldogs. Ready to pitch again. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The offer. Outside, ball 3. Big time jam here for Steven E-step. A full count with the bases loaded of Bulldogs. 4-1, Rams already lead in the top of the 3rd inning. Needs 2 outs. E-step readies. Size and pitches. Payoff is roped up the middle. That's a base hit. Giles will score. Here comes Shoop around 3rd, and now it's 4-3. 2-run single from Shoemaker, and now E-step is in trouble. 4 straight singles. Meanwhile, Gaines only got to 2nd. Brings up Neal, the DH. Hit the first single off with a pitcher today. Lefty to righty. Tying run at 2nd. First pitch. Righty takes it right down the middle for strike 1. So Union finally on the board. 4-3 the score in the top of the 3rd inning. 7 hits for Union. The 0-1. Check swing, batted down the line, foul. Barely got a piece of it but a piece of it nonetheless. But an even count for E-Step. Started off the inning, allowed a single to Williams. Lolo Williams was taken off of the base pass after Jacob Nelson hit into a fielder's choice, but after that, 4 straight singles. 3 runs to show for it. 2 men on, the 1-1. Flown into shallow left field. Napoleon charging up, and that will drop for a base hit. Bases loaded as the red light is held up for Gaines. He stops at third. Shoemaker on to second. Make it 5 straight singles for Union. No warming up in the bullpen for Bluefield, trying to see if E-Step can make his way out of this. Tying run now at third with 1 out, and once again the bases are loaded. Brings up Luke Reinert. He'd into a 4-6-3 double play back in the second inning, trying to make up for that. And now some movement out towards the pen. First pitch, high and in. That's ball 1. Rams started out with a 4-0 lead in this game, but now the base hits starting to rack up for Union. Here's Thomas Huddleston. Huddleston in his second year as the pitching coach, another former Bluefield College Ram. Talking it over with the starter for Bluefield. Bases loaded. Plate umpire trying to hurry this along, and he will. 4-3 the score. Potential tying run at third base. Go ahead run at second base. Still top of the third. Reinert in a 1-0 count with the bases full of Union Bulldogs. E-Step relaxes. 1-0. Outside corner. Strike 1. Counters at 1-1. 8th batter of the inning. All the Rams on the first base dugout right there on the edge of the fence. 1-1. High and away, ball 2. Two balls, 1 strike, 1 out. E-Step. Kicks and pitches. Fouled back, strike 2. Count evens, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. The offer. Flare into left center, another base hit, and Union will take the lead. Gaines will score. Around third, here comes Schumacher, and it's another 2-run single. 5-4 the score, Union on top. And now with more movement in the bullpen, it seems like the pitches are now numbered for E-Step, just trying to get the second out. Here comes Holmstrom. Grounded out to short as last time. He's 0 for 1. Everyone in the lineup except for Nelson has singled in this inning. There's just 1 out. 2 men aboard for Union. The offer. Fouled away and bouncing into the Union dugout on the third base side. 9th batter of the inning. Second baseman awaits 0-1. High and away on a fastball. Boy, that was close. Count evens at 1-1, 2 men aboard. Union really rallying here in the top of the third inning, already taking the lead. 5 runs, and now Mike White comes out of the dugout, and it looks like this could be it for E-Step. Taking the ball away, and a pitching change in the works. 5-4 the score. Rams in a big jam here. 2 men aboard for Union, and a new pitcher coming in. So Nathan Cutler's day has started here in the third inning. It's 5-4 Union with 1 out and 2 men aboard. Neal is at second, Reinhardt at first, and Holmstrom up at the plate with a 1-1 count. Already the 9th batter we have seen, so Estep goes 2 1/3 innings. Those 2 runners on the base paths at the moment attributed to him, but surrendering 9 hits and 5 runs at the moment, all of them earned. Here comes Nathan Cutler, who's 0-1 this year with a 9 ERA. Trying to finish off this at-bat. 1 out, 2 men aboard. Holmstrom awaits. He's 0 for 1 already. The lanky righty deals. It's a breaking ball outside. So Cutler 0-1. This is his 5th appearance of the season. Usually a starter for the Rams. 12 innings, 20 hits, 19 runs, 12 earned. 9 walks, 4 strikeouts. He's given up 6 doubles and 3 homers. 2-1. Ground ball left side off the glove of Millett into left field, and now the bases are loaded. That was a hot shot to the hot corner. And it will be an E5. So that ends the stretch of singles, but now Union has batted around. The bases are once again loaded. Here comes Lolo Williams. Just 1 out, bases loaded. AAC matchup. Another conference series for Bluefield. Bases juice, pitch to the catcher. Rounds it over towards short. No backhand can be made by Pena, and another run scores. That was deep in the hole, so that will be a hit for Williams. His second, he's 2 for 2. And he gets an RBI there. Still in the top of the third inning. Now it's 6-4 the score. So here comes Nelson. First pitch, high and in. And that hit him. So the bases were loaded, and another run comes in to score. It's 7-4. Well, this inning, unfortunately, just keeps on going. Here comes Giles. 1 for 1 with a run scored and a single in the same inning. We're in the top of the third. 7 runs have scored for Union. Bases loaded, 1 out. That pitch is lifted into left field, another base hit. Holmstrom will score, throw into the field, stops all of the runners, and now it is 8-4 Union. Long inning for the Rams. So Giles plates one with an RBI single. So many hits. Already 11 in the ball game for Union. Back to the top of the lineup for Shoop. Breaking ball goes in the inside corner. 8-4 the score. All 8 runs scoring for Union in this top of the third inning. So Catone, who started off for Union, pretty bent out of shape. Now getting help as that pitch is dropped and goes outside for ball one. 1 ball, 1 strike, 8-4 the score. Bases loaded of Union Bulldogs, and the Rams have yet to get the second out. Game 1 of a doubleheader, a 9-inning contest. We got a 7-inning one right after this. 1-1. Fouled back, strike 2. So can Nathan Cutler find the second out of the day? Lanky righty with a 9 ERA, and it's pretty tough for Bluefield not having as many experienced arms. Trying to get them through a long conference 3-game series. Bases loaded, the 1-2. Breaking ball inside. Just missing for ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Eight for the score. Top of the third inning as Cutler has the ball inside of his black glove. He pitches. Popped up, left side. Pena calls for it, makes the catch. So finally the second out is made, and Shoop is now 1 for 3. Gonna bring up Joe Gaines. He singled. Eventually scored a run. The lefty up to the plate once more. Base is still loaded for Union. They lead by 4 now, scoring 8 runs in the top of the third inning. Pitch. High and away for ball 1. So Nathan Cutler in finally gets some sort of line to his name. Does find that out after the first 2 1/3 were pitched by Stephen Estep. So Cutler now taking a breath and pitches ball 1-0. Crossing the knees for strike 1. Evens the count up at a ball and a strike. Could be a long doubleheader today, ladies and gentlemen, if we have gigantic innings like this. Nods again, the 1-1. Gaines looks at it outside, ball 2. Nine singles, all in this inning. 2-1. Outside corner, called for a strike. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, bases loaded for Union. At the moment, the Rams could load up the bases and tie the game with the swing of the bat. Union trying to jump out further than that. First baseman is ready at the plate. Cutler looks in, 2-2. Ground ball up the middle, another base hit for Union. 1 run will score. Here comes Nelson, and it's 10-4 Bulldogs. So Union has successfully dinked and dunked their way to a 10-run top of the third inning. So Giles only moves over to second in the process. It's a 2-run single for Gaines. Brings up Shoemaker, excuse me. Righty to lefty, 2 outs, 2 men aboard. 12 hits for Union. Fastball high and away. Inning started off with a single from Lolo Williams, and he has now found 2 hits in the inning, as has Gaines and as has Giles. Both of them on base. That pitch is grounded foul sharply down the first baseline, and the count evens up at a ball and a strike. (10-4) the lead for Union College. Nathan Cutler coming in and really just pouring gas on the Union fire so far in the top of the third inning. Two outs and a ball and a strike. Here's the offer. High and away. Cardona had to pop out of the crouch to get it for ball two. So Union at the moment with 13 wins on the year as the wind starts to howl in. Big series win against Tennessee Wesleyan. The offer inside and low. Counted 3-1. What's amazing through this long inning, Union has not been walked once. Now they've been hit by a pitch once. They have not been walked. Cutler deals 3-1. Ground ball into the body of Bernard, underhands to Cutler, and this inning is finally over. 10-run score for Union in the top of the third. As we go to the bottom of the third, it is 10-4 in favor of the Bulldogs. Now into the bottom of the third inning. Rams are down 10-4, and the first pitch to Millett, grounded over to third and then kicked around. It'll be an error, but now Bluefield's third baseman is on. First error of the day for Union College. They put up 10 runs in the visiting half of the third inning off of both Estep and Cutler. How can the Rams come back? I'll bring up Lennon Napoleon. He singled back in the first inning. Left fielder 1-for-1 with a run scored. Bailey Engel here. We're glad to have you on the first baseball broadcast of the 2019 season. Digs in on the right side wearing number 28. That front foot a bit bent. First pitch. Right down the middle for strike one. Should say that front leg. That goes to 0-1. A small lead for Millett at first. That pitch is grounded down the first baseline, and the count goes down to no balls, 2 strikes. Game one of a doubleheader. It's already 10-4 in favor of the Bulldogs as Catone deals in the dirt. Runner goes, and now the Rams will have a runner at second after Millett takes a long rainbow round of second base. Ball and 2 strikes, no outs, runner at second base, and the Rams down by 6 runs. Tons of hits for Union already with 12, and we're just in the third inning. Lefty to righty at the plate. Napoleon is waiting. A 1-2. Fouled back. After that hits the netting, the count stays at a ball and 2 strikes with no outs. Starting to get a bit warmer here in Bluefield. Last week it was snowing. One ball, 2 strikes, now the pitch. Just a bit outside. And now it's ball 2. So Catone staying in there. Definitely has the run support now. And need to rally big time, down 10-4. 2-2 pitch. Grounder shot into the Union dugout. We'll do it again at 2 balls, 2 strikes, 10-4 the score. No outs and a runner at second for Bluefield. Coming set, 2-2. High and away, ball 3. Lolo Williams could not frame that up. Runner at second. Payoff. And the dirt, ball 4, and the Rams have their first 2 batters aboard in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Long plate appearance for Lennon Napoleon. If I could hear what Garrett Schilling said to his left fielder when he got to first base, he said that's a great at-bat, and it really was because he stayed in there, forced a couple of extra pitches, and then eventually got the base on ball. So here comes Edgardo Bernard, who went down looking. 2 men aboard for Bluefield's first baseman. First pitch, looks at it, and it's called a strike. Crossing the knees of number 25 for strike 1. 10-4, Union on top of Bluefield. Coming from Barberville, Kentucky. 0-1. Delayed swing and flies it out to Reiner to right. He makes the catch. Millett flirts with tagging, and a quick throw into the shortstop to Giles will keep him at second base. So now there's 1 out. Runners at second and first. Bottom of the 3rd inning, and the Rams down by 6. Edgardo Bernard didn't know if he wanted to swing. Hesitated and then flew it out to right. Here comes Holzer. Had that 2-run, 2-out double in the first inning to make it 3-0. Rams led 4-0, but then 10 runs for Union in the 3rd inning. First pitch to the righty, it's a good one. Crossing the knees for strike 1. Game 1 of a doubleheader, a 7-inning game after this. Miller with a big lead at second base. Catone checks him. Now the 0-1. Cut and a miss, strike 2. I'll give a shout out to somebody that asked me if we were streaming today. Former Bluefield College baseball player and a former assistant coach for the team, Nolan Soto. Hopefully he's listening in. Former Ram. Fastball is high for ball 1. Met his dad last year at Bluefield 5-star restaurant known as Applebee's. Watching from California. The 1-2. Another delayed swing, and Holzer gets a piece of it, fouls it back behind Williams. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 10-4 the score. Rams are down by 6. Two-man aboard, the 1-2, fouled back. So Holzer, the right fielder, staying in there, searching for another extra base hit here. 2-run double. And he started off with an error to allow Mellett to get on, and then Napoleon came in, got the walk. Edgardo Bernard flew out to right field. 4th batter of the inning, just 1 out. Catone in the black glove, 1-2 pitch. Ground ball, left side, base hit. Millett with the green light, and then stopping at third base after Mike White changed his mind and ended up being a good decision, as it's a good throw from Nelson into the infield. Either way, bases loaded, and the Rams are down by 6. Millett at third, Napoleon at second, and a single from Holzer makes him 2 for 2. Carlos Torres is 0 for 1. Flew out to end the first inning out to right field. Here comes Torres. Bases loaded. First pitch, second baseman bounces it on the left side, caught there, throw to second, out is recorded, on to first, and the throw goes awry. Picked up, throw home, he is out. They get the double play, and the Rams are still down. On to the fourth inning we go, and Union is up 10-5. Ten to 5, the lead for Union. Now into the fourth inning of game one of this doubleheader. Nathan Cutler still on the mound, and due to face the 4-5-6, it's Daniel Neal, the DH. And the first pitch. Slaps at it and misses, strike one. Neal is 2 for 2 today, a single and another single. He scored once. Long inning for Union, scoring 10 runs in the top of the third. 0-1. Outside corner, perfect pitch for strike two. So Nathan Cutler came in and got 2/3 of that inning over with. E-Step started the game for Bluefield and pitched 2 1/3. So here we are in the fourth. First pitch, swing and a miss on the 0-2, I should say, and it's the first strikeout for Cutler, and the Rams have retired the leadoff man to the fourth inning. Bit confusing as to what happened there in the bottom of the third, so we're just going to go over it. Rams had the bases loaded. There was a grounder over to third from Oscar Torres. It was snagged there by Shoemaker, threw it over to second, got the out, threw to first to try to turn the double play. Couldn't get Torres. So now Reinert is up to the plate. First pitch to the lefty. Popped up behind home plate. Now to play for strike one. So after the first baseman Gaines could not get his foot on the bag to retire Carlos Torres, he whipped it home and then retired Lennon Napoleon in the process. So Millett scored, but Napoleon was thrown out. 0-1. Check swing and a high pitch. Did he go? No. Count evens up 1-1. So the Rams did score a run. It's 10 to 5. We're in the top of the fourth inning against Union. Lanky right-hander steps into the 1-1. Down the plate, strike two. Bailey Engel on the call for you here. We'll be here all weekend. It's been a packed couple of days for Rams sports in our second event here on the Rams Digital Sports Network today. Cutler ahead, 1-2. Line drive, skidding into right field for a base hit. Another one for Reinert. That's his second. Now 2 for 3. That'll bring up Holmstrom. Ty Holmstrom, the senior from Pasadena, California. Coming into this game, Holmstrom hitting just south of 300, but not by much at 297. Those have 3 Jackson, 17 RBIs, and today is 0 for 2. Reached on an error. Ready to ready, runner at first, and the offer. Foul tip going behind Cardona. Starts out 0-1. 1 out, 10-5 the score. Got an 0-1. Cutler looking in. Trying to complete his first full inning of work, the 0-1. Jabbed at it, and it's called a strike in the corner. So the righty on the mound is up. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, runner at first. Another player from California. Rams are loaded with Californians. At least they have been in recent years, as the fastball is high for ball 1. One ball, 2 strikes. 1 out, 10-5 the score. Righty on the mound, Cutler checks on the runner at first, and a pickoff attempt. This one's close. Bernard lays a tag down, but Reinert is able to dive back into the bag safely. Reinert, by the way, with 2 runs batted in on a single back in the 3rd inning. Also has scored, trying to score for the 2nd time today. 1-2. Slice foul, right side, and the count will stay at a ball and 2 strikes. Lots of those Californians coming from Mike White's recruiting trips out there. Went out there to find baseball players with the football coach Dewey Lusk, who was also trying to find players for the gridiron as the runner goes. Popped up over the batting facility and out of play. So as that ball goes just to the right of right field, the count is at a ball and 2 strikes. "13 hits for Union after the single from Luke Reinert. Ty Holmstrom trying to make it a lucky number 14. Cutler deals 1-2. In the dirt, Cardona smashes it into that dirt behind home plate with his chest guard. Still with 2 strikes, now 2 balls. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The offer fouled back again. In a battle here, Ty Holmstrom. Second baseman with Lolo Williams on deck. Looking back to that 3rd inning where Union scored 10 runs, 6 batters hit twice. The last of which Shoemaker finally was out. 2-2. Outside, ball 3 for a full count. So it's 10-5, a full count with 1 out and a runner at first. And the top of the 4th inning, Bluefield College's home opener for the AAC this year. They did play only 1 other home series against Rio Grande. Payoff with the runner going, popped up sky high left side. Napoleon chasing towards the line, calls it in the sky, steps up, and makes the catch for out number 2. Good plate appearance, though, for Holmstrom, really getting the best out of Nathan Cutler. A few more Rams in the pen. 2 outs, and here's Lolo Williams. Taking a moment to take off some of his catching equipment. Now steps up to the plate. Williams is 2 for 2, a couple of singles today with an RBI and a run scored. Drove in a single the 2nd time he batted in the 3rd inning. First pitch, catcher watches it high and away. Ball and no strikes with 2 outs. All except for that 3rd inning. Of course, we're only in the 4th inning. Rams have pitched well. Estep started off the game with a backwards K, and then for Shoemaker to hit into a double play, did the same with Reinert. pickoff attempt. Very close. So Luke Reinert from San Diego, California. Big lead at first. The 1-0 he goes. Trying for a hit and run. It is popped up and grounded into right field. Another base hit. 3 for 3, the catcher, Lolo Williams. Boy, it is really tough with our press box being down the third baseline to follow the ball off of the bat, especially when the light is still out. So we're doing our best for you here. I've been told that there have been plans to put the press box behind home plate and on top of an awning, but you have yet to see that. Reinert now at third. New runner at first base. Here comes Nelson. Inside and low for ball 1. Jacob Nelson from Artemis, Kentucky. Standing in at 6'0", 230. Grounder right side and no man's land. Picked up at second by Torres. Throw to first. In time. Great play for the second baseman from Puerto Rico. And Union is held scoreless in the top of the fourth. We go to the bottom of the fourth inning. It's 10-5. Nico Catone's day on the mound is over as we go to the bottom of the fourth. It's 10-5, and Union has reached into the bullpen and brought out a new right-hander in John Selman. 1.23 ERA on the year, just making his fifth appearance. Is 1-0, 7 1/3 as the first pitch to Cardona is flown out to deep left field. Nelson at the warning track as the ball drifts a bit, but the left fielder reels it in for out number 1. So the eighth batter in the lineup for Bluefield, etched into the books as an F7, is now 1 for 2. Here comes Pena for the Rams. Had a sacrifice bunt in his last appearance back in the second inning. First pitch. Shortstop looks at it from the righty for strike 1. Well, Selman on the air with those 7 1/3, 3 hits, 1 run. It was earned, no walks, and 4 strikeouts. Going right after it, just a bit low. Ball and a strike. Already 1 out, 1-1. Soft grounder, first base side, it's foul. So in the field for Union, just a refresher here, Shoemaker at third, Giles at shortstop, Holmstrom playing at second base and Gaines at first. From left to right in the outfield, it goes Nelson, Shoop, and Reinert. Lolo Williams, the battery, with now the pitcher, John Selman. So Selman looks out of the glove with the wind whipping through the black jersey. That pitch is fouled away, just dropped by Lolo Williams, and if the catcher comes up with that, there's a strikeout and there's 2 outs. Another 1-2. In the dirt, ball 2. Righty to lefty matchup. Pena for Bluefield under the Mendoza line at the moment at 167, making his 16th start. 2-2. Hard grounder, left side, snagged by Giles. Throw to first, a bit high, but caught by Gaines, out number 2. So 2 outs as we go back to the top of the lineup with Jordan Huntley. So far, one of the heroes for Bluefield today with a home run off of Catone to start it out. Then he singled in a run in the second inning, but then got caught in a rundown, and pretty much after that, it's been all Union. So Huntley up to the plate. 7 home runs now in the year after launching one out to left field. Calling time. And he'll get it. Rams now at 12-8, looking for a 5-2 conference start, but down by 5. Selman trying to go 1-2-3. The pitch. High fly, left field, down the line, and it is foul. So Huntley nearly homered for the second time in this ball game, but just missed the mark there. Huntley, the senior from Charlotte, North Carolina, transfer from Mount Olive College, filling in the role of Jose Perez as the leadoff man for the Rams. Bluefield had a couple of guys at the top of the lineup last year that could hit really well, Jose Perez being one of them, and the other, Jordan Ackerman. As that pitch crosses the zone for a strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Jose Perez back in Puerto Rico, and Jordan Ackerman trying to play indie ball at the moment. Played out in Roswell, New Mexico last year. 1-2. It's a fastball high for ball 2, and the count evens up. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 10-5 the score, and the bottom of the 4th inning. Two. Outside, ball 3, a full count to the leadoff man for the Rams. Come set. Selman deals the payoff. Outside, ball 4, and Huntley has reached for the 3rd time in this game. That pitch was close, but it was dropped by Lolo Williams, so there was no frame opportunity at all. And now for Huntley, goes to first, and here comes Jose Santana. Rams down by 5 and trying to cut into it. Jumped out to a 4-0 lead, then a 10-run top of the 3rd inning for Union. Other than that, Union has not scored in any other inning in this ball game. We're in the bottom of the 4th now. This one's a 9-inning game. The next one only going to 7. Here's the DH. First pitch. Breaking ball. Called a strike in the outside corner for the right-handed hitter. 0 for 1 today. Walked in the 1st inning and came around to score on the 2-run double from Holzer. Pickoff attempt, and Huntley dances back to the bag. Now Selman working from the stretch. Wind still blowing out towards left field. See if Santana can send one into that gale out of here. 0-1. Fastball misses high and away. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Selman from the belt. Checks on Huntley. Pickoff. Each time Huntley not finding it necessary to even trying to dive back, but keeps it at 2 outs. Rams keeping that runner at first base. 1-1. Popped up right side. Pushed out of the ballpark on top of the batting facility. So a ball and 2 strikes, 2 outs. John Selman trying to keep that runner at bay at first. Rams down by 5, 10-5. Santana waits in an upright stance. Selman. Another pickoff attempt. Fires it over to Gaines and tag a bit late. The offer popped up, middle of the infield. Calling for it is Giles, the shortstop. Loses his hat but makes the catch for out number 3. No runs, no hits, no errors, and Huntley left on base. We've played 4 here in Bluefield, and the Rams are down 10-5. First pitch of the 5th inning is lifted out to left field, and it starts off well for Union, already leading 10-5. So for Giles, the shortstop, and the 9-hitter with a single there. Back to the top of the lineup with Shoup. Shoup is 1 for 3, a single and a run scored with an RBI back in the 3rd inning. All part of that 10-run 3rd inning. That's when Cutler came in to relieve Estep. Sinjin Shoup showing bunt and pulls back just a second, and it's called a strike anyway. Counted 0-1. Great to be back at the ballpark for a doubleheader. Pickoff attempt, and that one was just about ready to be behind the first baseman, Bernard. Giles was not ready to get back to the bag. Good throw, he's out. He's got his 0-1 right now at the moment to Shoup. Now in the 5th inning. The offer. Joe's bunt, rolls around, picked up by Bernard, and eats it. No throw to second base. Appeal down to the first base umpire. He said he'd win. The coach for the Union not excited about that one. Mark Osborne. And from this vantage point we have on the third base side, which is very flawed, mind you, but it doesn't look like he pulled back either. No balls, 2 strikes. Here's Shoup. Runner now at second base. Wild pitch. Counted 0-2 with no outs. Checking the runner 0-2. And during the Cardona watches him hold down the third base line and gets up. He's
about ready to pop it over to second base. The wind pulls the dirt off the field and out towards left. Count is at 1-2. No outs. 10-5 to score. Wind. Also starting to cool this off just a little bit. Getting warm. Around 70 degrees. You like baseball and like the Appalachian Mountains really is heaven. Taking on the runner at second. Kickoff attempt. No tag laid down by Carlos Torres. All of Union's runs have scored in their third inning. Now a runner in scoring position with no outs for Nathan Cutler. Another starter for the Rams. E-Step got the start. Looking at the runner, a 1-2. Fastball high and in for ball 2. Outside ball 3. Turning into a long plate appearance for Shoop. Can he come up with anything? Last time up, he popped out to the shortstop, Pena. Shoop calls time. Few fans have made their way out here on a Friday afternoon. Starting this doubleheader at 2 o'clock, already an hour and a half in. Top of the 5th inning. Really the only blip in the radar in this entire game was that 3rd inning. Full count, payoff pitch. The grounder left side. Jumping is Millet, can't make the catch. It rolls behind the shortstop Pena, and it's an E5 into the books. Second error by the third baseman. First 2 men are aboard. Only silver lining in that there are now forces at every bag. Here comes Joe Gaines. He's reached every time today. Hit by a pitch back in the 1st inning. Singled and scored in the 3rd, and singled in 2 runs in the 3rd. Got to remember that 6 Union Bulldogs batted twice in the 3rd inning. 2 men aboard, though, for the Bulldogs. First pitch showing bunt. Pulls back, and this time it's not called a strike. To the lefty, ball 1. Righty on the mound, Nathan Cutler. Already an inning and 2/3 to his name. On the top of the 5th, no outs, 2 men aboard. Giles at second with a leadoff single. One-oh. Shows bunt, lays it down. Good one. Third base side. Millet scoops, throws to first. Not in time, and the bases are loaded. Big time bunt there. Giles on to third. Shoop at second, and Gaines make that 3 for 3. All singles. No extra base hits for Union. 16 singles. Now that's incredible. Here comes Shoemaker. Bases loaded, 10-5 the score. Union loading up the bases with no outs to Nathan Cutler, and you have to think the Rams might be making a move soon as that pitch is belted into deep left center. Huntley on a long run, glides to the ball and makes the catch, but that'll be deep enough to score a run. Here comes Giles. Throw to the infield, puts runners on the corners. Gain stays at first, and it's 11-5. So Shoop advances over to third base, Gains at first now, and finally an out. Still a 6-run deficit once more. Here comes Danny Neal. First pitch, swing and a miss to the DH, strike 1. 2 for 3 today. Well, the sun's starting to bake in, and we don't have those plexiglass covers on the windows anymore. Not really complaining about that so much as Neal swings and misses for strike two. Going to end up looking like Larry the Lobster after the end of this doubleheader. As are many fans here that I can anticipate here at Bluefield. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, runners on the corners for the Bulldogs. Cutler with a pickoff attempt at first. In danger of sailing that one high. It's gloved by the first baseman and Bernard, though. No balls, 2 strikes. Neal trying to find his 3rd hit of the day. Struck out his last time up against Cutler, though, in the 4th inning. 11-5 the score. Another pickoff attempt. It's a slow one. Gaines is able to get back to the bag. This one's a 9-inning contest. The next one a 7-inning show. 0-2. Laying off the fastball up and in. He limbos out of the way. Now ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Long baseball game in the works, and we're playing 2. The 1-2. Sliced into left field, racing back. Napoleon over his glove and into the warning track. Shoop will score. Gaines held up at 3rd, and it's a double from Danny Neal. 12-5 the score, and Union is enjoying their lead. So a bit conservative over there at 3rd for Bart Osborne. Probably could have challenged Gaines to run home, but at this point you're already up by 7. That's the first extra base hit of the day for Union out of 17 hits. 23 hits combined in this game. Rams only with 6. Here's Luke Reinert. 2 for 3 with a run scored and 2 RBIs. First pitch. Right fielder pops it up foul. Count goes to 0-1. Reinert, the 5th batter in the lineup. Already the 6th we have seen. 0-1. Fouled back. No balls, 2 strikes. Understand that Stevie Collier is tuning in right now, former baseball manager for Bluefield College. Here's the 0-2. Belted out to deep right field. Holzer at the warning track, settles down, makes the catch for out number 2. Here comes the throw, and another run will score. So it's now 13-5 after Gaines comes in to score. Neal tags up and goes to 3rd. Big lead, largest of the day for Union. How to bring up Holmstrom, runner at 3rd. Holmstrom is 0 for 3 today. Scored after reaching on an error back in the 3rd inning. Last time up, flew out to left field. First pitch to him. Watched outside, and Holmstrom throws up the stop sign to the runner at 3rd and Neal. One ball, no strikes. Cutler fires. Check swing, fouled off. One ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Another long top of the 5th. Holmstrom awaits. Cutler deals 1-1. Ground ball, 3rd base side, and it is foul. So now a ball and 2 strikes, and Cutler a strike away from finally ending this 5th inning. 3 runs have scored already for the visiting team here at Bowen Field. Union put up 10 in the 3rd and now 3 in the 5th. Cutler nods and pitches. And the dirt Cardona gloves it down. Keeping the runner and Danny Neal over at third base. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner at third. 13-5, Union leads. Top of the 5th. Cutler looks and fires away. Just a bit outside for ball 1. Rather, ball 3. It's a full count. Outside, ball 4. Homes from walks to continue this one, and Cutler's days have to be numbered. Up to the plate goes Lolo Williams. Catcher is 3 for 3. First pitch. Takes a fastball high and away for ball 1. Started off so well for Bluefield. They were up 4-0, then all of a sudden you blink your eyes and it's 10-4. Shot up the middle, glove by Torres, underhands to Pena. We are finally done with the top of the 5th inning. 3 runs come across for Union, though, and it's 13-5 as we go to the bottom of the 5th. Officially halfway done with this ball game in Bluefield. Millette will lead it off for Bluefield here in the 5th inning. Rams are down 13-5 to Union. First pitch to the third baseman. He swings and drives up the middle, bouncing for a base hit, knocking Selman to his behind on the mound. Now the Rams have their leadoff man on again. Tall hill to climb, though. They are down by 8 runs, and Lennon Napoleon will try to keep this one going. Napoleon has reached a couple of times, a single and a walk for him. He was thrown out at home in that big relay double play. Tried to be a 5-4-3 double play, but ended up being a 5-4-3-2 double play. Runner at first is Millett. First pitch is a fastball crossing the chest with that Bluefield lettering on it. Strike 1. So Union looking for their 14th win of the year. Rams trying to improve to 13-8 and what would be 5-3 in the conference. That pitch hit him.
Napoleon tried to get out of the way, and now he'll go over to first. That's what happened to Jose Santana back in the second inning. He was hit by a pitch and was just called out because he did not appear to try to avoid the baseball. That'll bring up Edgardo Bernard. 0 for 2 today, a backwards K and a fly out to right field. Rams do have one home run today. It's from Jordan Huntley. Bomb here would put Bluefield within 5. It's 13-5 right now. Union dominating with 17 hits. One of them, an extra base hit, and that was a double. Bernard chops it foul right behind the catcher, Lolo Williams. You fans making their way out in the shade here at Bowen. Count is at 0-1 with no outs. Checks on the runner at second, 0-2. High and away, actually that was the 0-1, so now a ball and a strike, no outs. 2 men aboard for the Rams. Selman did have one walk back in the 4th inning, but other than that, it was pretty much chalk going through the Bluefield lineup. 1-1. Popped up, and that will flow out of the ballpark for strike 2. Thank you for tuning in here on the Rams Digital Sports Network. First game of the year, at least in the conference at Bowen Field. Now the ball and 2 strikes. Selman checks on both of the runners. Fires 1-2. In the dirt, kicking it up. 2 balls, 2 strikes. So Bernard, the first baseman, and the left-handed batter. 2-2. Swings and pops it over to second. Snared there by Holmstrom. Throw to short is in time. Back to first. Just missing. That was close. But now Napoleon is taken off. Millett on to third, and there is 1 out. So it's a 4-6, and then Bernard gets on with a fielder's choice. So runners on the corners for Bluefield. Bart Osborne's going to have a talk out there with the first base umpire. Already had exchanged some words with him earlier. And to be honest, to be completely objective here, it did look like from our third base post that Bernard had hit into a 4-6-3 double play. Going to go into this conference, Union, though, leading by 8. So you have to wonder if this is really a useful endeavor here where your team's leading by 8 and you're going to argue a double play call. But well, bygones be word. Just let him do what he wants at this point with 1 out. 17 hits for Union, only 7 for Bluefield. Rams have 2 errors, Union with 1. Osborne turns around and he will go back into his dugout at a leisurely pace here. Rams have 2 men aboard with 1 out. I'll bring up Andreas Holzer. Just 1 out, Selman ready to pitch. First one, righty fouls it back over the backstop, and after it fails to fall in the field of play, the count goes 0-1. Holzer with a 2-run double back in the first inning, and then he singled in the third. He's 2 for 2. That seemed like a very clutch base hit for him back in the first inning off of the starter, Catone. 0-1. High and away, looking for his snap throw. Lolo Williams checks first and then looks down to third. Millett stays at third base. That pitch is grounded on the left side. Diving play can't be made by Giles and throws it over to second, not in time. So now a run scores for Bluefield. Millette makes it 13-6, and the Rams are within 6. Gonna call it a hit there for Holzer. Bernard moves over to second. Rams within 7. Brings up Carlos Torres. First pitch bounces in the dirt. Kept up by Williams. So it's 13-6. Rams have 2 men aboard with 1 out. We're in the bottom of the 5th. "1-0 is outside. 2 balls, no strikes with 1 out. Rams within 7. Well, Carlos Torres definitely has a big fan club. We shared a small video of him on our Facebook page as the 2-0 is outside, 3 balls, no strikes. And it was shared exponentially more than any other individual we have ever seen on our Bluefield Rams Facebook page. The offer, outside for strike 1. So 3 balls, 1 strike. Trying to do it for the fans back home. The offer. Ground ball sneaking up the middle. It's a base hit. Getting the green light around third. It's Bernard. He will score, and it's 13-7. But Carlos Torres, in his first hit of the day, sneaks home a run, and the Rams have made it a ball game. Still down by 6. Holzer moves over to second base. Just 1 out, 13-7 the score, 17-9 as far as the hits go, but the Rams trying to make it a ball game here, 13-7. Down by 6 against Union College. Up to the plate goes Joseph Cardona, 1 for 2. He singled and scored a run his first time up. Righty to lefty, Selman deals a pitch in the dirt, rolling away from Lolo Williams, and the runners stay at bay. Cardona fouls it off with a mask of Lolo Williams. Might have rung his bell a bit there. Cracking his neck, and he seems to be all right. Well, the count at 1-1, 2 men aboard for Bluefield. Big blip in the scoreboard. 10 runs in the 3rd inning for Union. Rams have tried to come back from that ever since. 1-1. Soft grounder, foul, third base side. Now just 1 out. The Union with those beige pants on. Wind starting to rip through them. Rams with 2 aboard. The 1-2 to Cardona. Catcher flies it out to left center field. Long charge in, and the catch is made for out number 2. Nelson serves it back to the shortstop Giles, and there are 2 outs with 2 runners aboard.
Right down now to Pena, the 9-hitter. Glad to have you with us on the Rams Digital Sports Network. Now it looks like a change will be made. Selman goes an inning and 2/3. As they point into the bullpen, looks like Union is making a change on the mound. So we will take a break. 13-7, 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Rams have made it a 6-run ball game, and a new man coming in for the Bulldogs coming up. After John Selman's day is done after an inning and 2/3, we will now see Matt Pfeffer, the righty. Pfeffer sporting for Union College that number 10 jersey and a 5.65 ERA. Now the first pitch. Ground ball down the third baseline and foul. Now Mejia up to the plate and a pinch hit opportunity for Pena. Counted 0-1. And a fastball is high for ball one. So the count goes to 1-1, 2 outs. Rams have already scored a run in this 5th inning thanks to an RBI single from Carlos Torres. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. We're glad to have you here across the Rams Digital Sports Network. Right here in the bottom of the 5th. 1-1 to Mejia. Lifts it into shallow right, Wynn pushing it back into the middle of the infield, and the shortstop Giles saves it from being a bad news Bears play, and it's out number 3. So we head on to the 6th inning. Rams score a run and leave a pair on base after 3 hits. It's 13-7. Bluefield trails by 6. Nathan Cutler is still on the mound for Bluefield as we go to the 6th inning. Leading off, it's Jacob Nelson. 8-9-1 due up for Union as they lead 13-7. First pitch, swing and a line drive down the left field line. It's a base hit as it bounces all the way to the corner. On his way to second, Jacob Nelson will get there with a double. Just the second extra base hit today for Union, but it's their 18th base knock. So a runner at second, and here comes Chris Giles, the shortstop. Rams are down by 6. They managed to score 2 runs to answer to the 3 runs scored in the top of the 5th from Union. Here we are in the 6th inning. Bluefield and Union, game 1 of a doubleheader. This one's a 9-inning game. The next one will only be 7. First pitch. Shot into right field, rolling for a base hit. Nelson getting the stoplight at third. A long throw in over the cutoff, and Cardona gloving it right at the plate. It was a long throw from Holtzler. So Cutler has been in since the 3rd inning. So far, 2 2/3 to his name. Right back to the top of the lineup with St. John Shoup. Well, Shoup has shown bunt the last couple of times he's been up to the plate. Have to wonder, will they try for the squeeze here? Up by 6. Still a considerable lead. And they will, showing bunt and does not pull back at strike 1. Got an 0-1. Cutler deals a pickoff attempt. Solid tag laid down over at first. Bernard can't get him, though. Got an 0-1. Beautiful day here for the conference home opener here at Bowen Field. Only the 3rd game played at home for Bluefield College this season. They were able to beat Rio Grande in 2 games. The 0-1, runner goes from first to second, and now he goes back. So Giles halted on the brakes. 6-run lead for Union College after the Rams started out this one leading 4-0. 10-run 3rd inning can certainly change things quickly, and it did. No outs, runners on the corners. Cutler looks in, 1-1. Shoup turned into it, but it's a fastball inside. Counted for ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike, no outs. High and in, getting past Cardona. Here comes the runner and Nelson. He will score. It's 14-7. So it's a wild pitch, and now Union has raced up to a 7-run lead again. Shoup shows bunt, lays it down, rolling on the 3rd base side. Millett picks, throws. Not in time. So another bunt single. Shoup has reached now for the 3rd time today. And Giles moves over to 3rd, so now there are runners on the corners. Gonna bring up Joe Gaines. 14-7 the score, top of the 6th. First pitch is outside. 29 combined hits in this ball game. 14-7 the score, and Cutler's day is done. Change on the mound for Bluefield. No outs, and runners on the corners for Union, leading by 7. Top of the 6th, and a new man coming in out of the bullpen. So Aaron Hash inherits runners on the corners. Cutler's day is done after pitching since the 2nd inning, going 2 2/3. No outs. Shoop at first after the bunt single, and Giles at third. So Joe Gaines is at the plate. He is 3 for 3. 2 runs scored and 2 RBIs. All of his singles. First pitch, inside and low, ball 1. Bailey Engel here, glad to have you with us. Game 1 of this doubleheader. Rams are down 13, or rather make it 14-7 after another run came in to score for Union. So Hash the lefty facing the lefty. First pitch, high and outside. 2 balls, no strikes. So for Hash, a 9 ERA. Just his 2nd appearance of the year. Only pitched 2 innings, gave up 4 hits, 2 runs, both earned with 1 walk and 2 strikeouts. That pitch went outside for ball 3. Hat falling off of the head of Pena over at shortstop. Runners on the corners, high and in. And it's ball 4. Bases are loaded with no outs. Seven-run lead and a dog barking out in right field. Gaines moves over to first base. 20 hits for Union. So not necessarily a game that'll get etched into the record books in Cooperstown. First pitch to Shoemaker right across the knees for a strike 1. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Outside, called a strike. No balls, 2 strikes, no outs, bases loaded. That pitch is grounded foul towards the Bluefield dugout, and the count stays at no balls, 2 strikes. So Hash trying to relay a couple of outs here. The offer, high and away. One ball, 2 strikes. No outs and the base is loaded. Hash ready to pitch. The offer. Check swing. Did he go around? Yes. Strike 3. 1 down, and now the Rams can hope for at least some sort of double play here. First pitch slapped down the third baseline and fell. So Neal inherits the bases loaded. One out as Hash gets that first strikeout. Bounces away and Giles will score. It's 15-7. So Giles scores. All the other runners move. Shoop on to third, gains to second. Infield in for Bluefield, down by 8. Pitch goes outside. Counted 2-1. And another game for you right after this. This one already in hour number 2. Look at a miss in the dirt. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Outside, rolls away, and he scores. So Shoop now makes it 16-7. It's a 9-run game. Rams just don't have that many arms. Runner moves over to third and gains. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Ash gets his second strikeout. 2 outs. That'll bring up Luke Reinert. First pitch outside for ball 1. 2 outs, runner at third. 16-7 the score. Ground ball, left side, diving play. Pena puts it on the dirt, but there is no throw, and now it's a 10-run game, 17-7. This one went south quickly. 21 hits. Holmstrom's up to the plate now. Art Osborne talking this one over. We'll see if Reinert is all right at first base. Take a moment. We'll take a break. 17-7 the score. 10-run lead. So Reinert has been taken out due to an apparent injury, and Dallas Green comes in to run for him. 17-7 the score, 2 outs. We're in the top of the 6th inning. Union has scored 4 runs, and the first pitch to Holmstrom is in the dirt. 2 outs, both of them have been swinging strikeouts from Aaron Hash, the lefty coming into this game, and this inning for Nathan Cutler, who pitched 2 2/3. First pitch popped up, right field. Holzer runs in and it drops. Now runners on the corners for Union, and this inning just continues. Green on to third, Holmstrom on with a single. First of the day. Duck flying overhead from left field to right field, escaping this ball game, and all right now for Bluefield, you can't really blame him. Brings up Lolo Williams. First pitch, and the catcher looks at a ball in the dirt, rolls in front. Green stays at third. Holmstrom stays at first. 17-7 the score. On the 6th inning, this has to be a 9-inning game. Ash deals 1-0. Fastball high. Now Mike White just doesn't have as many arms to work with and has to really conserve on who he's going to use for the rest of the weekend. There's a game today and there's another game tomorrow. 2 games today, actually. That's a 3-0 count. Long AB, 3-0. Outside corner, called a strike, 3-1. Runners on the corner, still the wind, breezing home, 3-1. Grounder through the hole into center field, a base hit. It rolls out to Huntley. Getting the green light around is Holmstrom. He will score, and that is a 2-run double. Reinert scores. After that wasn't Reinert, it was Dallas Green in the place of Reinert. Holmstrom scores, and it's 19-7. In conference games, you can't really call it after 7 innings, but some of the people in Bluefield Blue just hoping that could be an exception in this game. Down by 12, 19-7 the score. First pitch to Jacob Nelson is a strike. 2-run double for Williams. Grounds it over to short. Pena Fields throw to first. Right on target, and that is it for the top of the 6th inning. Bluefield battered and bruised as they go into the dugout. Now 19-7. Pfeffer still on the mound for Union. We're going to the bottom of the sixth. Rams down by 12, 19-7. First pitch, it's driven out to deep left field. Huntley sends it on a ride, and that is out of here. Second home run of the game for Jordan Huntley, his 8th of the year, and the Rams have got it down to an 11-run game. So the leadoff man is having himself a great game. He's now 3 for 3. 2 solo shot homers. Still, Rams need a few more of those. 19-8 the score. Here comes Jose Santana, the DH, in the bottom of the 6th inning. Union putting up 6 runs in the visiting half. Breaking ball down the plate. So 23 hits for Union, 9 for Bluefield. 32 hits combined in this one. Not a pitching clinic, to say the least. 0-1. Fouled away right side. No balls, 2 strikes. Long kick, 0-2. Outside, ball 1. So the Rams, unless they can string more than a few runs together, this will knock them back to 4-3 in the conference. Right now at 4-2. Swing and a miss at a pitch in the dirt. Williams slips up, picks it up, throws to first, off target. And Bluefield has another runner aboard with no outs. First pitch called a strike to Millett. Or Millett, rather. He singled and scored a run back in the 5th inning. 19-8 now the score. We're in the bottom of the 6th. We're supposed to play 2 today. Outside. Called a ball. Count it 1-1. NAIA baseball on hand here in Bluefield, Virginia. Jackson on the runner, 1-1. Ground ball over to third. Throw to second in time. On to first. 5-4-3 double play. Shoemaker and Holmstrom combining over with Gaines. Wipes the runners off of the base paths for Bluefield. On to Lennon Napoleon. Inning started off with a home run from Jordan Huntley, his 2nd of the ball game. Bend to the knee, righty-righty the matchup. Wind gusting in from right to left. Steps in and the first pitch. Hit him. Napoleon hit by a pitch for the 2nd time, and he'll now go to first base. So the lines right now, Union with 19 hits, or excuse me, 19 runs, 23 hits and 2 errors. Rams with 8 runs with 9 hits, 2 errors. First pitch, fouled away. Edgardo Bernard makes it 0-1. Called a strike and a delayed one. Umpire might be making a good choice there. No balls, 2 strikes. I mean, an 11-run game.
Rams might just want to start to think about the next one. Runner goes 0-2. Outside and no throw. Seems to be a new catcher in for Union. Ball and 2 strikes. Napoleon now in scoring position. First baseman Bernard in a 1-2 hold. The pitch, check swing. Did he go? No. So I thought he had a dinner play in strike zone, but keeps Edgardo Bernard at the plate. Biggest hurdle for Bluefield. How many arms will they have to use to end this one? 2-2. In the dirt, rolling away from the catcher. Napoleon rounds third. Flirts with going home, but then halts on the brakes. Backpedals his way back to the corner. 2 balls and 2 strikes. 19-8 the score. Bottom of the 6th inning. Nearly in the 3rd hour of this game. Runner on the corner, 2-2. Inside, and rather that was the 3-2. So now it's ball 4. Rams have runners on the corners with 2 outs. Brings up Holzer, 3 for 3. A double and 2 singles with 2 RBIs. That game really seemed like it was going to be different after that double in the first inning. Rams led 3-0 after that first inning. Then 4-0 after the bottom of the second. All changed in the third. First pitch to Holzer on the corner. Strike 1. Sun finally finding some shade and trying to peer through that cloud. 0-1 with 2 outs. Union dominating in this one. 0-1. Ground ball left side through the glove of the third baseman Schumacher and into left field. So after Shoemaker can't make the play, it is now 19-9. So it'll be an E5. Will not be an RBI for Holzer. Napoleon comes in to score 19-9. Carlos Torres takes outside for ball 1. First of a 3-game series. Have another one right after this. Check swing. Got a piece of it. Torres arguing that did not happen. Keeps the count at 1-1 with 2 outs. Runners on the corners now. Pfeffer pitches. Inside. Two balls, 1 strike. Now the pitch from Pfeffer. Another slow chopper onto third. Shoemaker gloves, throws in the infield grass. A good scoop at first base, and that is it for 6 innings here. 19-9, Union leads by 10, and now we go to the 7th inning.
Now on for the 7th inning, 19-9 the score. Ash still on the mound. It was a 6-run, top of the 6th last time out for Union. Giles swings and grounds it down the first base line. It's fair. Cardona gloves on to first, 1 out. So it's a 2-3 put out, and now we go back to the top of the lineup. It's Shoup and Gaines on deck. 19-9 the score. Conference home opener for Bluefield. Danger now of falling to 12-9 on the year and 4-3 in conference, but hey, we got a game right after this. Here's St. John Shoup. He bunted his way on last time out. Lefty deals a breaking ball in the corner for strike 1. Glad to have you here on the Rams Digital Sports Network. Sorry it hasn't been a banner game for either team, really, as that one is lifted into center field. Huntley makes the catch for out number 2. That'll bring up Joe Gaines. Should say it probably is a banner game for Union, though. 23 hits, Rams with 9. Only a few of them have been extra base hits. 3 doubles in the ball game. So 20 singles. Fastball that misses. Joe Gaines has put up 3 of those singles. Hit by a pitch and walked, so he's 3 for 3 with 2 runs scored and an RBI. I think that 2 RBIs actually. 1 goes outside, count, rather the 0-1 goes outside, count evens at 1-1. 2 outs, nobody on the offer. High and in, Gaines ducks, and it's ball 2. Long one here in the 2 Virginias. 2-1, shot out to left field, long run for Napoleon. He won't make the catch, bouncing all the way to the warning track in the corner. Jogging his way on to second base, it's Joe Gaines, his 4th hit of the game. 4th double for Union, and now 24 hits for the Bulldogs, still holding on to that 19-9 lead. Here's Shoemaker, 3rd baseman with 3 RBIs in this one. Struck out swinging his last time up. This has 1 hit though. 2-run single and a sacrifice fly. Lefty, and Aaron Hash is just trying to send us into stretch time. 33 combined hits. Ash wearing number 10, the 3rd arm Bluefield has used in this ball game. First pitch, breaks in that chalky dirt for ball 1. One 0. Down the plate, strike 1. Evens the count at 1-1. We got another game after this, so stick around, folks. Series finale will be tomorrow. Rams play at Montreat College next week. 1-1. High for ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Runner at second base. 19-9, Union dominating. Ash checks the runner and fires. Shot into right field. That will be a base hit and likely score a run. Gaines around 3rd. He will score. Throw into second. Not in time, and it's 20-9. Two-out double. And a pinch run opportunity. So Shoemaker likely done, and Jake Mendoza, the senior from Hawaii, comes to second base. Here's Danny Neal. Hash started off the inning so well. Giles grounded out. Shoup flew out to center, but now 2 doubles in a row makes it 20-9. in the dirt. 11-run lead for Union. One-zero pitch. This is outside. 2 balls, no strikes, 2 outs. Mendoza's ready at second base. Boy, Union, after those first 4 innings, have outscored Bluefield 20-5. After the first 2 innings, excuse me. 2-0. Makes in the dirt. Cardona lost it, but now run moves over to the corner and Mendoza. Just in the 7th inning, 20-9 the score. Ash looks, 3-0. Call it a strike on the inside corner, strike 1. And getting over that hump can be tough sometimes, but now Hash really just hoping that Danny Neal can put this ball in play. 3-1. Outside corner, strike 2, full count. 11-run lead, 20-9. Not a pitching contest at all. Mendoza with a big lead at third. Outside, ball 4. Ooh. Another walk. Runners on the corners, and here comes Luke Reiner. Reiner was taken out, so this is Dallas Green. Dallas Green up to the plate wearing number 13. First pitch, check swing. It's off the umpire. Cardona can't find it. And a run comes in to score. Actually, it was a foul ball. So that you didn't hear any of the ting of the bat or anything. Mendoza came to score, trying to make it 21-9. So the count at 0-1. Runners on the corners. The 0-1 to Green. Swings and pounces on it out to right field. It's another base hit. Mendoza trots home, 21-9. Well, Dallas Green is 1 for 1 with an RBI. I'll bring up Holmstrom. 25 hits for Union. "25 hits through 6 2/3. New pitch in the dirt. Cardona has to chase it. Both runners advance into scoring position. This comes down to college baseball. You just have to throw strikes, and very tough to do so. Aaron Hash battling for his life out on the mound right now in the top of the 7th inning. 21-9 the score, 25-9 as far as hits go. Holmstrom awaits 1-0 inside for ball 2. Thanks to everybody watching on the Rams Digital Sports Network, though, as this game has started to flow south. Haven't lost that many viewers. That pitch is hit high in the air, left center field. Huntley with a long chase in and makes the catch for out number 3. On a couple of runs score on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on. We'll head into the bottom of the 7th. Stretch time in Bluefield, 21-9. The score, Union on top. Rams down big time. It's 21-9. Bottom of the 7th and the first pitch. Cardona pulls it foul. Thetford still on the mound. 8-9-1 due up. Rams are down by 12 runs. Into the bottom of the 7th. Game 1 of a doubleheader. 0-1. Outside and low. Count goes to 1-1. Popped up on the 1-1 into foul territory. Mendoza calls for it. Makes the catch for out number 1. One gone, and now Pena is up to bat again. First pitch, outside and low. Count at 1-0. Creeps in for a strike. Count at 1-1. Swing and a miss, strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 21-9 the score. Bottom of the 7th, Rams need a miracle here. Being out hit 25-9. Union has just punished Bluefield's pitching today. That one is fouled back for continuation at 1-2. That's one out. Wind breezing through the dormant trees out in center field. 1-2. Shortstop looks at it outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Can't wait until the foliage actually starts to pop up out in center field. It's really nice to have a night game here during the summer. Bluefield Blue Jays competing in the Appalachian League. Outside and low. It's ball 3. 3 balls, 2 strikes. 1 out, nobody on. 21-9, Union dominating. Rocky Malamisura, the GM of Bluefield minor league team, doing a lot with Bluefield college baseball as well, as that one is grounded over to second off the body of Holmstrom, and it rolls into right field for a big E4. 4th error for Union, and they still lead by 12 runs. Wind flowing in. Here comes Huntley. Huntley's the player of the day for Bluefield, at least on the base paths. You can't really argue about that, or at least at the plate, I'm saying. 3 for 3 today, a couple of home runs. See if we can go for the Reggie Jackson home run here. Trying to hit the 3rd one as he swings and drives it deep center field. Shoop racing back, and it stays in the ballpark, makes the catch for out number 2. And no, he dropped it. And no, excuse me, so they double him up. My apologies, all of the chance going. Pena didn't realize that that ball was going to stay in the ballpark, and he doubles it up. So it looks like Union is celebrating, and that will be it, a 7-inning ball game, 21-9 after the double play is turned, and that is it. We're going to be right back with the second game of this one. But as for now, Bluefield falls to 12-9 on the season and 4-3 in conference. 14th win of the year for Union. Bulldogs and the Rams will be right back in just a moment.